Hola, me llamo Lucy e bienvenida de nuevo a mi canal de YouTube. Hello, my name is Lucy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here is a fun fact. I am a Capricorn. If you haven't seen any of my birthday vlogs or watched them, you know they happen in January. And yes, I am a Capricorn, so I'm your favorite dream and your worst nightmare. That was kind of corny, but I feel like being corny is better than being stereotyped as like a workaholic born in a suit and tie. And while I do love Boss Baby, I'm here today to bust the myth that Capricorns are boring workaholics who only care about money. I care about fame too. Today I'm sharing the things and the hobbies that I do just for me. No monetization, no pressure, just simple joy. So I just self-published a novel. It is Centerpiece by Maya Angelou, which is my pen name. And I realized that I had like things that used to be hobbies, such as writing. See my creative writing journals and assignments from like all of elementary, high school, and middle school. And some hobbies that I definitely did not want to monetize. Self-publishing a book is a long, fulfilling, and rewarding, tedious, challenging project. So I want to make this video today to let you know how to kind of keep your sanity when doing a major project or a passion project or going through a transformative period in your life, and what things you need to keep for yourself and other things you're willing to share, do for money, monetize, even offer to the community, because some stuff needs to just be kept close to your heart. And it's especially hard to sift through all the noise and not monetizing your hobbies in 2025 when you can make money online doing anything. The internet and digital landscape and the creator economy, and it's just so easy to get lost in the sauce and lack discernment. So the first hobby is dancing. I am a dancer, a mover, a shaker. I know a dance floor hates to see me coming. And also music to me is a form of storytelling. And you know over here we love a good story, whether it's in Spanish, I'm learning Spanish, or I'm writing it, just self-published a book, or I'm reading it, which is one of the hobbies I don't monetize, but we'll get into that. The chapters in my book are named after songs because the way I view music and dancing and movement is just, it's free, it's flowy, it's flirty, and I want to keep it that way by not monetizing it. When I'm out at the club, I've had a few offers. Hey, do you want I'd rather just dance it out with my girls, right? Dancing is used to connect as well as music. This can even translate into making playlists, like finding songs that kind of match each other, a vibe you're going for. I have one called Pisces Venus. Yeah, now we know why I also decided to write a romance book and self-publish it. If my astrology girlies get it. Imagine like when you're in the car screaming lyrics with your friends, or you're at the country line dance hall and the guy you're dancing with is teaching you different tricks, swings to do. When you're line dancing at a wedding, like everyone's collectively doing the same movement, it is just such a fun thing that I just don't want to put any pressure on and keep it in that fun, true, real life connection way. But I do love watching choreographers and dancers, professional dancers here on the internet, on YouTube. So I can enjoy it, and I'm glad that they were able to turn into a career so people like me could just take their dance classes and just do it for fun. Like I said, reading is another hobby that I don't monetize. Any book reviews or recommendations I give is simply because I'm like, you need to read this. That's it, right? I don't want any reviews or any pressure. Just pure immersion and escapism. And maybe I do have an escapism problem, but we also have a capitalism problem, so. I do read certain articles and books to improve my writing and other pieces of work, but I'm not monetizing the reading part. I'm monetizing the writing part. And I can't just improve my writing without monetizing it, right? Did that make sense? Am I talking too much? Am I talking too fast? Or do you just listen slow? No, I'm just kidding. I said that one time, all of high school, and people ate it up because I do talk fast. I'm a notorious fast talker. That's one of my hobbies I don't monetize. I get told I talk way too fast all the time. We're working on it. Like, I want to get lost in the sauce in reading. I want to, like, the biggest problem to be the lunar people coming down or having an existential crisis because I found out I was a long lost princess. I want to long for, like, getting home from school, getting on my big computer and, like, IMing my friends. I want to be a 15-year-old girl in the 90s that is, like, got her first cell phone at 16, like, when mobile phones were like, oh, this is the new thing, right? And I can't do that if I monetize it. I can't fully escape. And, like, it's fine. I can't get into it knowing, like, am I doing my best immersing myself? Am I worrying about the lunars enough? Am I really connected to this time period and this coming of age story enough? Does that make sense? The people that do monetize it, that give the book recommendations, that give the reviews, that let me remember, hey, like, you like reading, and I feel like, yeah, I can engage with them. Eat it up. Eat it up every time. Keep doing what you're doing. It's just something I choose that I am, in fact, not going to monetize. Another really popular one that I choose not to monetize is working out. Oh my gosh, y'all, I hate working out. And I did sports growing up. I did karate, I did basketball, I did soccer, I did cheer, I did track, I did gymnastics, I did t-ball, and then I did baseball. I also suck at sports involving balls, so I was immediately kind of put off. And they don't consider cheer a sport anyway. So did I really do sports? I did track. Either way, I don't even like working out. And so the thoughts of having to make a video, get excited about filming it. Like, I don't want to get up and do it. Then I got to film it, or I got to make a plan and sell it, or I got to have a diet, or I got to become like, girl, I like the teamwork and the camaraderie that I had doing sports growing up. And now as an adult, there's still sports teams out there. I just went to open gym the other week with my friends, and my parents run an adult softball league. Like, I would do that, but I just want to do it for fun. I just want to get my body moving, keep my joints from getting stiff. We got to stay active to keep moving. And I don't want to monetize it. I just think staying active is like a birthright. But the way, especially the Western society, our society is set up, it's hard to get moving. So the little bit I can get moving, let's just get moving and be okay with that, because they're making it harder and harder every day to find 30 minutes of your time to get out and get like 10K steps should be bare minimum. I'm going on a tangent here. Yeah, I'll watch gym influencers if I need some workout ideas. I will pay to go to a gym for the community, the equipment, but I just choose this is not the way I want to make money, girl. It's not consistent. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I have dabbled in roller skating for cardio, so get into that. If you don't like running or being a treadmill, you want to feel a little more fun, roller skating. And it does get your glutes. They're sore. Ooh, I love this question.
Oh my goodness, I love this question.
Next favorite one is going to the club. The club, now we know, like, the club is monetized. Okay, now we gotta look into these business models lately and section culture, because it's not looking profitable. Y'all know why clubs down a lot. Okay, the business degree in me is jumping out. Like, y'all, that's not normal. That's not. Anyway, but I do love the club. Okay, my favorite club in the entire world is right here in my city. Once I find a good club, it's really hard to get me out, but I don't want to monetize it. At least not right now. Prior to contrary belief, I actually don't film everything. I have edits up on TikTok and Instagram. Me and my friends going out to the club, to music, like I said, like kind of using it to tell a story. And that's actually probably maybe 30% of the night. There comes a certain point in the night where I do release all my inhibitions. Sober even. Okay, you can have fun sober. Let's say it together. You can have fun sober. You can have fun sober. And I released a little bit too much, okay? It's gotten to the point where I've lost my phone and my camera in the club. So we have to reel that back in a little bit. But you see why I'm not responsible enough to monetize the club. I have some cute nights and I have self-control. But yeah, once again, by the time we're on the third tequila shot and the fifth Pitbull song, what are we really talking about? I knew my rent was going to be late, so, like, why am I going to try to monetize it? He just made a song about me not having enough money. That's fine. It's actually okay. We don't have to do that, right? You know what I mean? So, if you can't go to Bella Noches, where the hell can you go? Okay, this is one that I started in about the past year, and I actually like it, but that's making homemade skincare and, like, DIY facial products. And like wellness shots too, right? So wellness shots, I might have a video up about the ingredients like once, just because I'm like, here, like if you want to know, here it is. Like, let me just share real quick. But this is something I do. Like it's almost a private ritual. Like my spiritual witchy girl is like, it's a ritual. Like I need to do my wellness shots every morning. My skin, I don't know if anybody can tell, I've been breaking out since I was about 17. Oh my gosh, amazing. I used to always get sick from these wellness shots: ginger, turmeric, apple cider vinegar, other ingredients. So yeah, and then DIY skincare products, I will mix like old like micellar water and stuff. There's a video about making DIY facial mist though on my Instagram. I'll tag it below. But it's so fun. I get to learn what different herbs do and their functions and how it's good for your body. Like I said, it's a private ritual that I know every day. Like, and sometimes the skincare routine isn't some 6-step play by play. Let me get every layer of my skin. Sometimes it's just wash my face in the shower, moisturize it, and we hop in the bed. But sometimes I do sit down and really sit on myself. So it's kind of like private, like I have a couple of skincare and chit chat videos when I got those product samplings, but it's not something that I actively want to be like, this is what I want to do. I'm going to keep this to myself, close to my heart. This is another fan favorite, me being the fan, but going to the movies, especially with T-Mobile Tuesdays, they have $5 movie ticket promotions. And I'm quicker than a snicker on that, calling my sister when we going to see to schedule it when you off of work, like, because if somebody asks like, who is keeping T-Mobile Tuesday in business, nobody wants to see these movies. It's me. Okay. I had a boyfriend back in college, back in my days before I became a recluse, that filmed videos in her room alone at night. That was a really bad like self-deprecation moment. But either way, back in college, I had a boyfriend who also had to move Tuesday. We were college students, girl. We ate it up. That's back when they had bowling. Okay, whole free meals from Qdoba. I'm talking, these were the good days. These were the good days. So yeah, the $5 movie tickets. Sitting in a theater where I can't be on my phone for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. If it's Wicked, right? It's so freeing. It's something about it. In my biggest hoodie, my biggest sweats, full on unbrushed hair under the hoodie, snacks tucked under the sweatshirt, vibing. It is the best. And once again, it's also storytelling. I love I think people realize that storytelling isn't everything. Not everything, but a little bit though. Like that's why marketing, when you do it right, it's so impressive because you're actually a really good storyteller and you somehow manage to put it into a newsletter online, a blog, social media, and print materials. Like, you know what I mean? It all has to be cohesive. Like, I can go on a tangent about that, but it's just another story. I will watch it for plot devices, character development, setting the scene, the writing. Of course, sometimes trying to make my writing better, but that's something I monetize. But the movie alone, like, you won't, if you catch me in person, we can small talk about the movie and review and catch up about it. Like, I'll truly discuss it. Film, TV shows, I just want to keep it to myself, and talk about my opinions and my thoughts amongst my peers. It's amazing. I love it. Those are the hobbies that I choose not to monetize, and not saying the things that I monetize are hobbies, because today I had a meeting and they asked what I wanted to do. I said, I think I want to write as a career. I think it's always led to that. So I can't even call writing a hobby anymore. But when they say niche down and, if you really want to grow in content creation, this is not a video for that, but it is just really hard as an average person who may not even have any social media. Say you work out, who's to say you shouldn't at least start a website? That's still online, right? So with everything being online and it being harder to niche down and cost of living going up and lack of raises to acquire for the cost of living, there's so much going around. It's like you want more money. So it's like, well, this thing I do already, I might as well make money off of it. Then it's not the same. It's the effect that has on sports players, that too much positive reinforcement. There's a word for it. I'll put it there because that was, yeah. For example, for me, I choose to share about my writing, publish a book. I could have just written it and just had it sit somewhere in a drawer. I choose to talk about and hopefully potentially monetize foreign language learning, because I do love language. I love writing, and I feel like learning a foreign language is perfect. Right now it's Spanish. And traveling, hanging out with my friends. I'll do travel vlogs mainly now, and sometimes if it's a special weekend, my sister just came back into town for 4 days before she leaves on a cruise for 4 months. So I vlogged that weekend, and part of that is looking back and editing and looking at the memories, helps me, and when I miss my friends and family or want to look back on stuff. So if you're like me, choose what hobbies to monetize and niche down, not to feed the algorithm or you need to be put into this little box, but choose the parts of your lifestyle that you want to share. It helps your sanity, helps your discernment, and it will lead to a better quality of life with opportunity there is online. But that is it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're curious, I have other videos about self-publishing and other videos about how I'm learning Spanish and what that looks like. But thanks for watching, and see you next time. Adios.